Hi, welcome to Drawing One, and this is Mrs. Thompson. I look forward to teaching you this quarter. So we're going to be doing some really fun projects, two particular. But the first thing we're going to be making is you'll be creating your own sketchbook, and that is what you'll be doing the next 3 days. It's going to be due at the end of the day on Thursday, and I'll talk about that later. Your landscape, though, is going to be the first big project, and that is going to be done with shading and graphite. We'll be doing lots of learning ahead of that. Like we'll learn how to do one 2-point perspective. We will review how to draw and measure in proportion, how to draw ellipses. We will talk about composition techniques and how you can arrange certain things in your landscape by modifying the photograph to show a principle of design. And then our second project is actually going to be an illustration that we are going to create with colored pencil. So we'll be introducing color and then a new medium, which is really fun to use. The focus of this will be combining imagery with text. So we'll do some hand lettering with this project, which will be really, really fun and a different way of drawing. And I hope you guys enjoy it. For this illustration, there are going to be 2 different themes that you can follow. So this one's way more open-ended than the landscape. The landscape's more of a traditional drawing that we'll be doing, but the illustration will give you a lot of creative avenues that you can explore. You are familiar with Migrating. Hopefully you've learned that I do not grade on your artistic ability, but on the improvement and effort that is evident in the work. It is very important that you guys do the skills and technique assignments that lead up to the final project, because those are designed to improve your skills. So when you get to the final project, you have more confidence and a higher level of success. I look at those skills and technique assignments and also compare them to the final project. If I see improvement in the work, then you'll be doing fine and you'll get a passing grade. So it is important that you are managing your time at home, that you are completing them to the best of your ability and not slacking off and not giving them the time that's necessary for you to improve your skills. For my material policy, you are required to pick up the materials at school. So if you have me in class, you'll just pick it up when you come to the classroom. If you are a cyber student in Drawing One, you will have to pick them up on, believe Tuesday from 3 to 7. And you will also need to sign the material contract that is given to you. You can take a picture of that and submit it back into the material contract assignment on Schoology. But pretty much what that contract says is that you are in charge of caring for all of the materials provided for you. They are loaned to you. They are not yours to keep. And you are required to return all materials at the end of the quarter. Any material that is damaged or missing will need to be replaced or by you, and that can be replaced monetarily, or you can rebuy the material at a local craft store. If you are a drawing cyber student, you will need additional materials. You'll probably need you will need some packaging tape for the sketchbook, Scotch tape for the colored pencil, and then a pencil sharpener that you will use in both a landscape and colored pencil project. You can get one of those handheld pencil sharpeners. I got one for my son Eddie at Target for like $1. So they're very, very common, especially right now with all the back to school supplies out. So just pick one up next time you're at Walmart or Target. All right, I have some rules and expectations. The most important one is communication. If you are struggling with something that we're learning about, whether that be measuring proportion or shading, you need to let me know that you do not understand how to do it properly. If you keep trying to do it, you think you understand it, but things aren't looking right, and you're worried about losing points, communicate that to me. If you are at home and you're in charge of watching some siblings or other little kiddos, and it's hard for you to get things turned in on time and you may need an extension, you're going to have to let me know so I can provide that for you. If you're not turning work in, and it's because of you being sick or having to watch other kids because your parents are working, and you don't let me know that that's the reason why you're not turning work in, I just think that you're not doing it because you just don't want to do it. and I don't want to think ill of you, so make sure you're communicating with me. We're working out ideal for different deadlines for you. You can communicate with me on Schoology. That seems to be the best way. And you can also email me at katherinethompson@generalmcclain.org. That will be located on the syllabus for you to reference. If we do need to have a one-on-one type meeting, I'm totally fine setting up an appointment where we can meet on Teams, and we can have a video conference where we can talk with one another. You can show me your artwork, and I can kind of demonstrate to you some techniques that might help your work a little bit more. You will also be expected to read the daily agenda on Schoology every single day and then like it on the bottom. And please be prepared. Make sure, once again, you're turning projects in on time. If not, things are going to pile up very quickly this quarter, and I don't want you guys getting overwhelmed. So manage your time. Set a schedule for yourself that you can follow every day. I know it's hard being at home and not having a set schedule, but be diligent about saying, okay, at this time every day I'm going to spend at least an hour, if not more, on drawing. And be positive. Drawing can be definitely challenging because you want something to look a certain way and it's not looking that way. So be kind to yourself, give yourself grace, and use me so I can help you. But you guys are going to do fine. And then participate. If I have any assignment or project where I'm asking you to respond, you will need to respond as part of your grade. And this helps us get to know one another. We support one another, and we become a nice little drawing family that we can just learn from. And then lastly, accept mistakes and don't give up. You guys are going to definitely do some things that are not going to work, but that's the joy about art, is when we make those mistakes, or what I like to call happy accidents, you realize what doesn't work, and then you figure out a way to make it work. So we learn by those mistakes and happy accidents, so just embrace them and don't beat yourself up when they will ultimately happen. So let's jump over to Schoology. Now, when you go to Schoology, you're going to be taken to the update page first. You will have to read the daily agenda. So here I have day 1, Tuesday, August 25th. And at the bottom, there's usually going to be a list of things that you're going to have to achieve for that day. So for the day 1 of this, you'll have to pick up your supplies from the high school, watch the drawing intro video, read through the class syllabus, and so forth. Once again, after you've read through that, make sure you like it on the bottom. Now let's say for a second you try to go watch the drawing intro video link in the folder that I have attached it to, and it's not working. This would be a great place to write that comment of, I can't get the video to work. And then by you posting that here, that helps me and everyone else know that, there might be an issue. And Mrs. Thompson is aware of it, so I don't have to tell her. And then you can just go straight, and then I can fix it for you and let you guys know in this section that it's all fixed, and you can go over to the folders and get the work done. So if we go over to this material tab, you'll see that there's a week 1 folder. If we click on that, you'll see there's additional folders for every day. Now, when you open up this folder, there'll be an additional link that you'll have to watch that'll come first, and you're going to have to complete these assignments in order. You will not be able to look at the Create Your Own Sketchbook directions until the material contract is submitted and that you've read the drawing syllabus. And then these are all the things that you have to get done. Now, you'll notice that your sketchbook is due on Thursday, so you have about 3 days to get that created. I do want to make a little note though, in the Creating Sketchbook PDF and the directions that I've given you, this first line here that says grab 11 pieces of 9 by 12 inch paper, I only want you to use 7 or 8. They're given to you in your folder, and there's also a piece of cardstock. That's a really thick piece of paper. That cardstock is what you can make your collage on, and the paper, the flimsier paper, will be your pages for the middle. So just make that note that don't grab 11. I don't think I even gave you 11. You'll want some extras just for later on in case you need some bigger pieces of paper to draw on. Well, that's all I have for you. So I am excited to teach you, and please, once again, communicate with me if you have any problems or questions. And I look forward to seeing all of the amazing things you create.